Hello, Andrew Preston. Okay, well, you're special and you're getting a video tonight, even though nobody else probably is, but don't tell anyone that. But I mean, like, you approached me, like, individually and gave me some great life advice, so I just felt like I should make one for you. Anyway, so I'm gonna read you one of my own poems. So I guess this means we're gonna get married now. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of long and I'm sorry. However, the first time I read this, it was very well received and I've been sort of hesitant to read it ever since, but I wrote this in the height of a major existential crisis. And you'll probably be able to tell, but anyway, this is a poem and it's called Swimming. A boy my brother's age in high school made the freeway his own personal airstrip and I'm gonna start over. A boy my brother's age in high school made the freeway his own personal airstrip and ascended inside his car at 120 miles per hour. I wonder what the stars looked like outside his window as he soared from the pavement, if time became a hallucinogenic molasses or he thought he was traveling at light speed. I wonder if he felt like he was swimming. I had a dream last night that I was swimming, suspended like a trapeze artist in a sapphire limbo, too heavy for the surface and too light for the stones beneath. What did it feel like when he hit the ground, only to find he was still floating? The architecture of the retirement home has good intentions. Its windows are perfect mirrors and its branches open like a womb or a pair of arms towards the river. In the lobby, a man on his knees obliterates the tile with some kind of miniature jackhammer. Everybody has to shout. Two elderly residents sit in their wheelchairs nearby. One is wearing a dark blue baseball cap with the words "The National Museum of the Pacific War" written in yellow gold on the back. The other wheels up to the front desk and mutters a question to the receptionist. She says, "It's all right, Paul." She smiles at them like they are her wrinkled infants, and they are. Hands and feet curled in the fetal fashion, faces losing form and human recognition. One day soon, each will drift down a backwards birth canal and be conceived in the oblivion of a second womb. The boy in the flying car did not have clinical depression, but he did have a golden scale. Carefully, he placed his options in each chain dish and watched the bar teeter like a seesaw. Some old Frenchman said that the only true philosophical problem is suicide, anguish or escape, suspension in the blue or hitting the black. We cannot reach the surface. We cannot breathe. Across the road from the retirement home, I duck into a copse of may bushes and sit on a stone on the river bank. The water is a polished gem, a silver flesh, unbreakable except when you are touching it. The water is invincible to the air. The water sends the air ricocheting right back out. But what if I do not have enough inside my lungs for this to happen while I am swimming? All of those philosophers were trying to find the man within the animal. I am trying to find the soul within the synapses. It is not the same thing. The water smells organic and sour. I close my eyes and I am on a San Francisco pier, collapsing through the ice of the pond by my house, hurling pebbles into the Puget Sound. A gull wheels above the river. I wonder if the man who fought in the Pacific War ever sits outside and smells the water and listens to the gulls and closes his eyes and it is 1944 again. I wonder about satisfaction and if anybody really wants it. I wonder about the rivers of our minds and where the heart is and all that pointless trapeze tumbling. I cannot find anything without getting caught up in the searching, cannot feel anything without tangling myself up in the intellectual implications, cannot drink beauty without vomiting up metaphors. After the flying boy landed safely, I heard he stopped reading existentialist literature and got really into things like Egyptology and basketball. I wonder if I could do that. I think at some point I will have to. My toes are cold in the river mud. On the opposite bank, small and brushed by yellow-green leaves, sits a white house. It could have been there since the 1940s. Somebody is moving beyond the screen door. Somebody is swimming in the afternoon shadows. I imagine a girl in a gingham dress kissing her sailor on the porch beneath yellow-green leaves. The water smells organic and sour. We cannot reach the surface. We cannot breathe. There is the sourness of drowning and the sourness of swimming without air. Sweetness exists in one. I am still trying to find it. Oh my gosh, that was so long. I'm so sorry. You probably got really bored, but and that maybe that didn't even make sense. It made sense in my head when I wrote it, but anyway. Yeah, well, thanks for talking to me and wanting a poem and everything. And this video is super long, so I'll probably stop it now, but I think you're amazing, and I hope you enjoyed this at least to some small extent. Okay,